Remember as a kid waking up early on Saturdays without a care in the world, school was done for the week, and all you wanted to do was watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, in this series, both House of Champs and myself are bringing back one of our favorite childhood pastimes. Each episode will be picking new decks to bring to the table in a best 2 out of 3 for some good old wholesome Yu-Gi-Oh! Fun. Saturday morning Yu-Gi-Oh! Is back, ladies and gentlemen, because this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Saturdays. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOoooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. So last episode went about how I expected it to. I felt that those decks were completely one-sided in one deck's favor, but I guess that's in the spirit of the series, and we actually somehow managed to take it to a game 3, so I guess that's pretty exciting. This time, however, is going to be a much different story. Now, some people might argue that this deck may just inherently have the better set of cards. However, both of these decks are actually fairly split in terms of how many good cards they have. I feel like in terms of accessible staples, both decks have almost everything identical. It really just comes down to the fire versus the water themes and what those are able to offer. So we are going to be taking up water this time around, and I'm excited because this is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of childhood memories here, and it's very much in the spirit of the series. So let's do the card by card. We have Amphibious Bugroth MK3. The whole purpose of this is so that we can attack directly while possibly under a gravity bind with a legendary ocean face up. This is going to be a central theme of the deck. I wouldn't be surprised if John is playing Molten Destruction as essentially a way to destroy my legendary ocean, and that way it actually gives his cards a bit of a buff as well. I think there's going to be some field spell wars in this episode, and I think that's pretty exciting to see. We've got 2 copies of Fenrir. Fenrir at best is Yatagarasu, but even at its worst, it's something we can just special summon to the field and then just sack it for like a Mobius or like a level 6 Daedalus. So I don't really feel too bad about playing this card because I actually think it's okay. Speaking of Daedalus, that is up next. I'm only playing one of this. I think this card is a bit high rolly, but under ALO, it's pretty nice, and it's big as well. So I want to have at least one of this in here just in case. 2 copies of Mermaid Knight. Both Mermaid Knight and Amphibious Bugroth also can be gotten off of Mother Grizzly. So having these in here just to have some versatility off of the Grizzly pull is nice. Mermaid Knight's pretty nice too because it's 1700 attack twice under Legendary Ocean, and so that could be pretty relevant. 2 copies of Mobius. We have plenty of spell and trap removal, but Mobius is just kind of the better card versus Daedalus because while yes, Daedalus can nuke the field, Mobius only requires 1 tribute all the time, and so that's most likely going to be good enough. We've got 3 Mother Grizzly as our main recruiter. We've got Tribe Infecting Virus, which is actually just crazy. 3 7-colored fish and 3 Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness, just some vanillas that get to 2000 under Legendary Ocean. For the spells, 3 a Legendary Ocean. This is the heart and soul of the deck because it reduces the level of all of our water monsters by 1. This makes Daedalus a 1 tribute monster. It makes our level 4s level 3 so we can hit under Gravity Bind. I think John's deck also has level limit area B, so we won't get shifted to defense if this card is up as well. So that's pretty important. Also, the 200 attack and defense point boost isn't too bad either. 3 Hammer Shot. This is our primary removal. And while yes, it sucks because if we have a bigger monster, it's actually not that good. Most of the time, this is going to do the job. And then we have a bunch of staples: Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon, Pot of Greed, Premature Burial, Snatch Steal. And we're also playing 1 Salvage. Salvage allows us to get 2 water monsters with 1500 or less back to our hand. Mother Grizzly fits that qualification, so that's pretty good to be able to get for more Mermaid Knights or more Amphibious Bugroths. And so I figure having 1 of this, if the game goes a little bit grindy, isn't the worst. And then moving on to the traps, we actually have 10 of them. 1 Call of the Haunted, triple Dust Tornado. Love that we have access to this. 2 copies of Gravity Bind. Gravity Bind's pretty nice because we're able to actually play under this fairly well with a Legendary Ocean. And so this could be a way to slow the game down if John doesn't have a way to remove it. And so I don't really feel too bad about playing this. Also, this card's semi-limited, which is strange, but I think level limit area B is as well. 1 Spell Shield Type 8. John actually has a fair bit of cards that do target exactly 1 monster, and so just having this for 1 I think is pretty okay. We have a Torrential as well, and 2 copies of Xing Zhen Hu. Now I like this card because it's not really removal, but it may as well be because we can actually ice John's back row and make it so that he can't activate any of the traps or maybe quick play spells he may have. And so it functions essentially as like more copies of Dust Tornado, right? Now, if John has a Dust Tornado that he can pop this, then they become back online and this becomes a bit of a minus, but that requires him to actually have the out for it. So I want to give this card a shot. I think this card's actually not bad in this format. And then as we move on into the side deck, we've got 2 more Amphibious Bugroths in case it comes up that we actually need to be attacking him directly under like Gravity Bind or Level Limit. We have another Fenrir, another Daedalus, another Mermaid Knight, another Mobius. Starboy is actually kind of interesting. We can get this off of Mother Grizzly, which is the only reason I would even consider this card. But the fact that we could buff our other monsters by 500 attack and also lower the attack of fire monsters by 400, this card I actually think is a lot better than it may seem. So I have it in the sideboard. We'll see if it may actually matter. We've got 3 Space Mambo if we need more beaters, because that could be relevant. 2 Creature Swap. If we give John like a Mother Grizzly, we can hit into it, and that's pretty nice. 2 more Spell Shield in case this actually proves to be pretty good against stuff like Tribute to the Doomed and the like, and another copy of Xingzhen Hu rounding out our side deck. This is gonna be a lot of fun, you guys. This is the classic fire versus water. A lot of us remember these decks as kids, and so this is gonna be a blast to see who comes out on top. But we do have to remember to spin the wheel of random events to see just exactly how we are going to be modifying our deck today. Are we gonna get some packs? Are we gonna have our deck just completely shafted like we did last time? Let's find out. Oh God. Oh no, what is this? Teacher confiscated cards replace a limited or banned card? Are you serious? Okay, so what we have to do for this is we have to look at any card that is limited or banned, and that actually has to get swapped out for something else. This is going to be tricky.
What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the deck list. So today I'm playing Fire versus Water. The Blaze of Destruction structure deck is what I'm taking in, and I have 3 of them to make it as competitive as possible. But as much of an uphill battle I have against Tribe Infecting Virus, Torrential Tribute, this deck has some tricks, and I actually topped this format, my first ever regional top 8, with Burn. Solar Flare Dragon was in my deck. While you control another Pyro-type monster, this card can't be attacked, so 2 of these is a lock, but I have other tools that pair very well with this, such as Foxfire that I have 3 of. During the end phase, if this card was destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard this turn, and was face up at the start of damage, so we're taking a little bit of hurt the first time it goes, special summon this card. Then it cannot be used as a tribute summon, but it also pairs well with Ultimate Baseball Kid. This card gains 1,000 attack for each face-up fire monster on the field except this card. So Foxfire bumps it to 1,500, then the field spell to 2,000, which is why I'm choosing these kinds of cards over Gaia Soul in the main deck, because this is 2,000, it's beefy, but it goes in just 1 turn. While it can get you out of some situations even with the field spell, I'm investing in my field despite Cimoooooooo's different kinds of cards, and I have this in the side deck if I feel otherwise. Raging Flame Sprite can become huge. This card can attack your opponent directly. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, it gains 1,000 attack, so it's 1,100 off the rip. If I have the field spell, it's already at 1,600, and also I can incite my opponent towards other things if need be. Then there's also 3 UFO Turtle. I have the Recruiter here where Cimo will have Mother Grizzly, so he has to go through these, and I can leave something on the field like a Solar Flare Dragon for that lock. And then 3 Inferno. This pairs with another card later in my deck, but you have to banish 2 fire monsters to get him out. But boy, if he kills something by battle, it's huge damage at 1,500. And then 3 Thestalos, a 2,400 body on board that can hand rip things that Cimo's trying to save later in the duel. And do I really have to explain it? It's got 50 more attack than a lot of other cards, but let's talk about a vanilla. Blazing Impachi. I just love the lore line of going into Charcoal Impachi. We have in our spells 1 Heavy Storm, because it's at 1 in the format, Back Row Disruption, although often I'll be trying to establish my own spell and traps to stay there, so I'll wait till Cimo takes care of some of them. 2 Level Limit Area B, it's actually limited to 2 in this format. Cimo has Gravity Bind, but I don't think he's incentivized versus all my options that get under it for the most part to really put Gravity Bind in his deck. We'll wait and see. 3 Molten Destructions, it's gonna boost my guys by 500 each. 1 MST, 1 Pot of Greed, 1 Premature Burial, and 1 Snatch Steal. We got a pretty good spread of like top tier limited cards within these structures. And then 3 Tribute to the Doom. So I discard a card, then target a monster on the field, destroy it. While these formats are all about card advantage, realistically in structure decks, if a problem gets established, you want it out of the way, and it also pairs with Inferno by getting something out of my hand that it can banish so it can establish itself on the field and then be tributed or just be a body on board. 1 Call of the Haunted and 3 Dust Tornadoes to try to really hurt Cimoooooooo's options like Torrential and take care of them, or also get rid of some of his spell and trap destruction he may have to set. Then we have the 3 Gaia Soul, the Combustible Collective. Like I said, this is a 1 turn and then it goes off on itself 2,000, and if I really feel the need to play more of a beatdown deck, I also have 3 Great Angus. We've got 1 Meteor of Destruction because we just had to fill the side deck, 2 Noblemen of Crossout because it's at 2 in the format, 3 Jar of Greed just for DZ so somebody's playing it, but also if Cimoooooooo is maxing out on spell and trap destruction, I can set these to actually bait them mayhaps, but he should still be going for my power cards, right? And then 3 Spell Shield type 8. I may end up putting this in to try to protect my established boards. I need a spell to pitch with it, and sometimes you'll get multiples of, say, the field spell, and so you'll have the one already on there, the other one in your hands waiting for it to be destroyed, which you don't want to happen when you're being aggressive. So I do like this card for negation, and you might see me side some of these in if I get shaken on my strategy or whatnot. Now let's go ahead and spin that wheel. While I am playing a bit of a burn strategy, I'm hoping for some help this time other than sparks. Let's get me something good. Come on, wheel. Be nice to me this time. I really need some help against this water deck. Something good, something good, something good. And we've got Mom bought you a present. Let's go. 3 core packs. All right, let's go ahead and open them up and see if I can get some help. So Flaming Eternity seems to be the set that is released right before these structured decks. We're gonna go ahead and do that. The Lost Millennium was just after, so we're going with the one before, and we'll see what we can get out of 3 packs. I wonder what could help our fire deck out of these. All right, flipping the card, Space Mambo. All right, Chusuke, better be careful or you'll get burned. I don't think I'm fusing or anything, so we will do another pack. Second pack, come on. I know Deck Devastation Virus is a thing, but we don't have any darks. We've got Ben K. I guess I could go in Equip Way. We do have a burn card in Mecha Dog Marin of all things, and Penalty Game. I'll actually have to look up what that does. And the final pack here is going to be 2 Mecha Dog Merits. Ooh, Chiron the Mage is actually pretty awesome. I think Silent Swordsman level 5 needs, pole position as well. Okay, Chiron and pole position and 2 Mecha Dog Marins. We'll have to think about what we are doing with those. My deck just changed a whole lot. Pole position is a can of worms in terms of potential and situational gameplay, and maybe even getting Cimoooooooo to try to destroy this and take out one of his monsters. And then I did reread Silent Swordsman level 5 without ranking it up. It is unaffected by opponent's spell effects. Cimoooooooo has access to creature swap, hammer shots where I'm having to play Tribute to the Doom, so I feel like this card could come in very clutch, and I'm scared of those creature swaps and giving Cimoooooooo access to Chiron the Mage, but there's no point in playing a 3rd Great Angus over this card. I almost want to main deck it, but I feel like there could be something that goes really bad with that, so I'm going to keep it in the side for now, along with the Spell Shield type 8, but we'll see how things play out in games 2 and 3. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Man, this wheel has not been very kind to me the last few episodes, so I actually think the card I'm going to relinquish for this episode is Mystical Space Typhoon, and the reason for that is we have 3 Dust Tornado, so this essentially functions as like the same card, albeit it's a quick play spell instead of a trap, but it's something that we can actually still replicate, right? I mean, some of these other cards, like we can't replicate Pot of Greed or Heavy Storm, right? So I think Mystical Space Typhoon is probably what we're going to give up here. And then we can do a little bit of switching around here because we did lose a card. So I think as a result of that, I think I'll just go ahead and throw in a Spell Shield as the replacement here. And then we need to put another card in our side deck. So I think I'm actually going to put another Starboy. Again, I'm not really super confident, but we've kind of already maxed out on everything that's good in our deck. So this is going to be the deck, ladies and gentlemen. I am very excited to see how this plays out. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. So So, John, you're probably happy that we're not bringing unerrated Neo Daedalus to this episode.
You didn't even know that was a thing till I
didn't
told
know.
you.
So for the people who don't know, go ahead and share with the audience what Neo Daedalus, how it works.
So if you open a first edition version of this structure deck, you can just tribute summon him out instead of needing to have a Deadliest on the field. You can just go, tribute 2, let's go ahead and wipe all the hands and do everything I want.
And it's like basically Chaos Emperor Dragon too, which is like nuts. So.
Yeah, that card's crazy. So it's the same like translation errors that we suffered through like Bazoo, Kaiku in the era.
Right.
If you know old school Yu-Gi-Oh like used to, Kaiku could take out spells. Good luck with Magician of Fate.
Yeah. Right? I mean, it's cool that, like, I love that even though I play this game as long as I have, I'm still learning stuff about it. Like, I never knew that was a thing. So, again, good thing you knew that, because, I mean, A, if I was even bringing Daedalus, then, you know, this would have been completely different, but I'm not, so don't worry. And, you know, in its neutered form, I don't think it's nearly as good. It's a bit of a tall ass.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let's establish this already powerful card and hope that I've drawn it with it. Yeah.
With it, exactly. But I'm excited. This is going to be a lot of fun, and so I'm ready to get down if you are, buddy. I've been waiting for this all week.
All right, I'll just say before we start, the wheel was nice to me. I don't know about to you.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about it later. I don't want to give too much away, but we have to shout out our patron. It is Sam Robertshaw. Thank you for the support. And damn, my rock, paper, scissors luck this week, buddy, has not been good. I think I've almost lost like against everyone.
During Gore's format, I won an RPS tournament for a Gore's mat out of the entire regional room.
Really? There was an RPS tournament for a Gore's mat?
Yeah, they just happened to have an extra mail to them, and they said, you know what? We're going to give it away for free. RPS. I ran from the vendor table. I'm like, I'm ready, baby.
Old Yu-Gi-Oh! Is something else. Oh my god. Well, buddy, you get to go first. I think that I definitely have the edge here in this matchup, but you getting to go first may equalize things out. Good luck.
It definitely should help in theory. So, I think that in these duels, personally, that, you know, Nobleman of Crossout's a little more of a win more card, and I should be playing out open, although you do have access to Hammer Shot, which changes the kind of flow of these games. So I'm going to throw this up face up and see what you can do with the turn.
All right, so UFO Turtle and pass. Nothing else there. I will draw. We'll go to main one. We'll start with everyone's favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card, Pot of Greed.
How are you a Pot of Greed magnet, man?
You forget who you're going up against, Sean.
Yeah, just here we go. In GOAT format, I always draw Trinity. And there it is! Okay, yep. Nobleman of Crossout, win more theory. Yep.
I was about to say, like, you played around the Nobleman, but you lose to the Hammer Shot, so it's one or the other, buddy. Then I'll go ahead and run out a good old friend of yours, Mr. Seven Colored Fish.
My stream's gonna really enjoy that.
Oh, I bet they will. And you know what? I'm feeling like I want to get a bit wet this episode. So we're going to go with ALO. We're going to hit you for 2K direct.
2,000. Now, to everybody watching, how many colors are really on this fish? I think the number might disappoint you.
And we'll go ahead and set a card and throw it over to you, buddy. Man, I love being in the GOAT format lobby. Everything's so much smoother.
Well, we are on old rules, correct?
We are on old rules. Let's see that Molten Destruction, buddy. There it is.
The field.
Yep.
And let's go ahead and bring somebody who has 50 more attack out on the base stats.
He's big. So this is 2350. Sure, that's fine.
Let's go ahead and attempt to attack.
All right, so I am going to take 550 here, and my 7 colored fish will perish.
Isn't that crazy? You just get to take out a field spell by playing a field spell.
Right. I mean, it's so crazy, especially because it's like in old Yu-Gi-Oh! That never really came up all that much. But I think for this episode specifically, we're going to get to see this a lot. So I'm excited to see how this plays out.
All right, and it's your move.
All right, we will draw, and okay, that's interesting. We'll just go ahead. I feel like just setting a card, and I'll pass it over to you.
All right, I'll draw, and I have an interesting way to play this turn, but what's better than one but two
Jesus
of these?
Christ. Yeah, I'm really regretting just running out that ALO as quick as I did. Yeah, sure.
And let's go ahead. I don't really have any back row to back this up, so I'm going to target your face down for destruction.
It was a Mermaid Knight.
All right. We're going to, let's think here. So how much damage? This is 2350 plus 2350.
So that's 4,700 if they both connect.
47.
Someone trying to So we got to push for
I'm
more?
feeling a torrentials down there, so we're just gonna attack.
I'll take both. So 2350, 2350.
It could be anything, but we're just gonna go that way.
All right, we'll go ahead and draw. Okay, it's something, I guess. I will set another one, throw it over.
Another face down. Well then, that is interesting. I'm going to tribute summon Thestalo, so I'll be a bit greedy.
The big boy here. Sure, that's fine.
Go ahead and use his effect, and we'll roll the dice. I don't like to do random, but I'll roll. 1, 2 closest to deck, 3, 4 middle, 5, 6 furthest from deck.
Okay, let's see. So it's gonna be a 1.
And that's closest to deck.
So it is the Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness, and I'm gonna take 400 here.
Massive. All right, 1 face down. Could it be Gravity Bind? Are you on Gravity Bind?
I don't know. Am I, buddy?
You would have torrential this play if you were in that much danger. But I'm going to go all out, and I'll banish 2 from my graveyard and summon Inferno.
Okay, sure. You only need to banish 1 for Inferno, actually.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, it's not Fafnir or Fenrir. Fafnir.
My reading comprehension is lovely. Wow, I thought my cost was much greater for that.
No, it's
That's
okay.
specifically why I'm maining tribute. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players and reading, everybody. All right, we will go to the battle phase, and I think... Ooh, that could be Mother Grizzly, too, though. So I am going to try to hit some damage in, just in case.
Jesus Christ. I'm actually going to lose this fucking game to Inferno, of all things.
Really?
I am, because... Shit.
I've never won a duel with this card in my life.
No, this card sucks. This card is so bad, and I'm about to fucking lose to it. Oh my god. There's no way I can out this, right? No, I'm... Great. Woo! I can put that on my resume that I've lost to fucking Inferno. Thank
and a 1 win
you,
for me.
John. Yeah, 1 win for you. Shouldn't have played the ALO.
It happens,
Shouldn't have played the ALO. Oh my god. There was a chance to maybe turn that around if I didn't play the fucking ALO, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I get to go first, though. Maybe we'll get a bit of setup here. Blazing and Pachi, just having that 50 extra attack matters significantly in this format. And
it really came in clutch.
yeah, for sure. Good luck, buddy. I'll go to main 1 here. Okay, I'm just going to do a T-set and pass. Go ahead, buddy.
T-set, the classic.
Classic. Yep.
All right, I will draw, and I will personally set
reciprocate?
2 and pass.
Ooh,
so I'll
just
set 2,
2.
but no monster commitment yet.
Okay, no commitment. I can respect that. Anything is standby.
Nope, it's all you.
All right, we'll go to main phase 1 then. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I'm going to sack 7-colored fish for Mobius the Frost Monarch.
All right, I assume targeting both.
I would like to. What do you got for me?
I got a Dust Tornado for your card.
Okay, it's a creature swap.
And I lose a Call of the Haunted.
Okay, it's pretty good. We'll hit for 24.
24 is fine.
And we'll pass to you.
All right, let's see here. I have some options here, and they're all pretty good.
Pretty even on advantage, too. So,
indeed.
We're both still in it.
I'll go ahead and snatch steal your Mobius,
Fuck! Yep. All right, that's pretty good. You can have him.
And we'll swing for the 24.
I'll take it.
And since we're not playing Duel Links, we got a main phase 2 here.
Yes, we do.
And I'll go ahead and tribute him off for my own Monarch, Thestalos, and we'll activate the effect. I'll do 1 closest to deck, 4 furthest, 5, 6 reroll. It's always 5, 6. It's always the reroll. And there's a 3, so we'll go that one.
That was my Mermaid Knight.
All right, so that's 400 damage.
Yep, 400 damage to me.
And I'll go ahead and set 1 more and pass my turn.
Okay, we'll draw. Anything standby.
Nope, hammer shot away.
All right, I wish, buddy. That would be pretty sick if I had it. I think instead I am going to set 1 and throw it over.
Set 1, pass. Well, there's a guy you might remember around these here parts.
Oh, there he is again. Yep, that's fine.
And I think at this point, you haven't activated any field spells, so I'll commit mine.
Sure. Gonna pump
and
him
we'll
up.
go in the battle phase and see if we can turn up a Mother Grizzly.
It is a Mother Grizzly, so we're gonna go dig in here. So your Thestalos is 29. He's a big boy. I guess we're just gonna go for another Mother Grizzly, and we're gonna eat a big hit here.
So what can you summon off this that's really advantageous for you?
Not a lot, buddy. Not a lot.
Yeah, like my fire deck actually has a lot with UFO Turtle, weird enough.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and attack and see what you got.
All right, I'll take the 15. We will trigger the Grizzly once more. And with this Grizzly, I think I'm going to grab myself a Mermaid Knight.
All right, so that is, yeah, it doesn't seem the best, but you could get something like a Mobius again with the Dueling Book RNG.
It'd be okay.
I have to pass it to you, though.
All right, we'll draw. Anything standby?
Nope.
We'll go to main 1, and I think we're going to have to try. We'll sack for another Mobius.
That seems pretty darn good.
Go after the Molten and the back row.
Well, I'll rob you of the ability of destroying it.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Battle will hit into the Impachi.
There goes Impachi, and with the nice 50s here, that is
550.
550.
Yep. Second main, I think I am just going to throw it over to you, buddy.
I guess this duel's kind of a 50-50 where it could be headed.
Yeah.
Oh, what a card to draw, Simo. You don't
I don't want to
understand.
hear that. You're on 2 cards.
I'm on 2 cards, and it's kind of decision crunch time. Oh, it hurts. I'm gonna go ahead and save it.
Okay, we're gonna crash. I feel like I'm on the verge of turning this around.
You're close. It's your move.
Okay, not playing anything. That's interesting. All right, so at this point, I think we need to just start getting aggressive. So I'm going to normal summon 7 colored fish.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
With that, I'm also going to banish a couple of water monsters in my graveyard.
2 of them.
And let's bring out the Fenrir. Yes, mine requires 2, buddy. So we're going to do that. And this is just going to be a hit for 32.
Well, luckily I have nothing that you can take out by battle here.
And we'll set 1 and pass. No Yatagarasu lock for you.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and activate Area Limit B, hoping that you don't have that 3rd Mobius.
Okay, they're in defense.
It is your move.
We'll draw.
My last hope.
It's pretty good.
This card's actually limited to 2 in this format.
Yeah, Gravity Bind is as well. So it's funny that we both each have like a respective stall card that's semi'd, strangely enough.
Yeah, the 3rd one to add to this, my first regional top was in this format with Burn Stall, weird enough. 3 Messenger of Peace is actually an addition to these.
Messenger of Peace is so funny to me as I pass it over to you because I love how it has a 100 life point maintenance cost.
I have drawn a very interesting card.
Don't tell me that. I mean, luckily level limit works for you too. So, I mean, you're going to have to break out of that if you want to be able to.
Yeah, I know. I think in this situation, you have Creature Swap in your deck, you have Hammer Shot, you were able to do nothing. I think the proper play is to pass for now.
Okay, we will draw. Not getting what we want. I'll set another back row. Over to you, buddy.
All right, we're going a little somewhere now. I will go ahead and normal summon a UFO turtle that'll get turned to defense.
Sure, that plays around the nobleman. Congratulations.
I know, right? Doesn't go around the... well, it also plays around the creature swap a little, at least.
A little bit. I'll draw. Is there any reason to keep playing anything? I guess like our boards just get slightly larger. I will throw it over.
All right, I'll go ahead and throw down a face down and pass.
We have reached an impasse. That's kind of cool.
It's an impasse I'm very happy with considering my situation.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, we're kind of just staring at each other, so go ahead.
Oh, I'm doing a little more than staring, trust me. I'm setting up slowly. I'll go ahead and Mom bought me some packs, you see.
No.
And the current reigning pack before this, after his Lost Millennium, is Flaming Eternity, I believe. And with that, I have a nice Chiron the Mage, and now that I have Creature Swap protection, I can begin to poke at your back row. And with priority, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of a back row.
Okay, it was my Zing Zhen Hu.
I see. Let me think here. Now, this is a once per turn, unfortunately, for me.
Chiron's a sick pull, though. I mean...
It was very nice. No, I got 3 activatable cards that were pretty nice.
Oh, that terrifies me, actually. Okay, we will draw then. Anything in standby.
Nope, you're good.
We'll go to main 1 then, and you may have helped me out a bit here, buddy, by placing that Chiron on the field. We'll see. I'm going to attempt to snatch steal him.
Oh, no, Cimo. You see, what I get to do, I don't allow people to do.
Sure, fine. All right, we tried. That would have been a pretty nice way to clear that, but unfortunately, it did not work that way. What's our follow-up here?
I'm very vengeful when there's a 7-colored fish in front of me.
I'm just like, I'm so scared of like what can happen. Just like if all of a sudden like you're able to just clear your level limit. And I mean, thankfully Chiron can't pop your own level limit, but there are ways that you can. I mean, you had Dust Tornado, but you were just stalling because you needed to get set up.
My deck actually, surprisingly, while I've been beat down tempoed, is mostly stall. I did not go for beatdown. So I'm actually waiting to see all my cards that pair with this.
Okay. I'm going to set 1 and throw it over.
All right. We'll go ahead and continue to draw beatdown. I guess I'll go and take out your other back row.
It was a Call of the Haunted, which is pretty good.
Yeah, getting rid of Mobius being able to come back was pretty nice there.
I mean, with level limit up, not like it was doing much, but, you know, I'll happily let you take a minus there.
I'm actually going to give up my onboard Chiron just because I don't want to ever end up in a creature swap position and summon Thestalos.
All right.
And use its effect as he turns to defense.
Usual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
5, 6 furthest.
Ooh, it's my Daedalus. So I'm actually
you are playing it. Wow.
So I am going to take, this is 100 per, so 700.
You were just waiting for Yumi. Oh my gosh.
I figure having this card isn't the worst in this matchup. So, you know what? It's fine.
It definitely is not. That is a powerhouse.
And watch, I'm going to top deck the ALO now, and it's just going to be a nightmare. I'll draw. Damn, that's unfortunate. We'll go to main 1. Just sitting. Just sitting here.
I'm trying to draw so many different cards that don't.
Oh, you and me both, buddy. You and me both. There's so many different cards that get me out of this situation, and I'm not drawing them. Go ahead.
All right, let's see here. I guess your most threatening card to me, actually, if you're going to get rid of my level limit area B, is this guy stopping me from drawing.
That is true. Fenrir down.
And it is your move.
Let's see it. Oh, finally. Okay, that might do it. We're going to fire the ALO.
Okay, and you still have another one?
So it actually doesn't matter because ALO reduces their levels, which means they're no longer affected by level limit area B. However, I do have premature burial, and this is much cooler to do this way. So I'm going to do this instead. Bring him in attack. We're going to nuke the... actually, we're not going to do this.
Yeah, you would take himself out in this situation.
I would have just taken myself out.
Premature.
I would have just taken myself out. So let's not do that. I do want to bring the boy out to say I at least did it once. I haven't
He is going to defense, though.
It is, yes. So unfortunately, I can't even attack with it. So I'm going to put this 7-colored fish to attack. That would have been a very good moment for the highlight reel if I just Daedalus nuked myself and just completely ruined my day here. I am going to bring out Tribe Infecting Virus, which I've been sitting on this entire time. We're going to call Machine to take care of UFO Turtle. And I do have a Mother Grizzly here as well. All of these are level 3, and this is going to force us to a game 3. This was a close one. This is a close one.
Tribe was exactly who I was scared of with my matchups. All right, I'm ready for game 3. This has been back and forth. I get the advantage of a card, but we've seen it. That doesn't mean a lot when it comes to these structure deck duels.
Not at all. Not at all. But, I mean, getting to set up first, especially when you have some more control options, I mean, it definitely makes a difference for sure. Good luck, though, buddy. Can't wait to see how this one ends up. This is going to be fun.
All right, well, I'm going to start myself with a face down and... Well, I'm not going to get Mobius to turn 1, I would hope. So I'm going to set 2, actually, here and see how things go.
I think it would be pretty difficult to Mobius turn 1 in this deck, but it's possible. It's possible. Anything standby.
Nope, main phase 1's good.
All right, let's run out Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness.
There he is.
We'll try to hit for 18.
18 is good. No Mirror Force here.
And then second main... I am going to think long and hard about this.
There's so many ways that it can go, right?
Yeah, there's a few. I have a bit of PTSD from you snatch stealing me, sacking for Thestalos last time. Okay. I'm going to set 2 back row of my own and throw it to you.
Well, you see, I have something called the end phase here.
Okay. You gonna double dust tornado me?
Something like that.
You got my spell shield type 8.
And we do have Space Typhoon to pair with that.
For my dust tornado.
Nice. All right. Well, it's not the same PTSD. I do happen to have 50 more attack.
Yep, that's another flame I was hoping would not get reignited. You do have the 50 more attack.
And we'll go ahead and punch for 50. See, what I'm scared of is you just having Mother Grizzly creature swap in hand here, though.
It could be pretty good.
Yeah, that would be very, very good. But I'm going to just go ahead and pass.
Okay, we'll draw. Main 1. I think I'm going to go ahead and just set a back row and pass to you.
All right, that seems pretty good. Could be torrential, couldn't it?
We're both being very conservative this game. Both being very conservative.
Yeah, I think you would be very shocked by what's in my hand. We're going to go ahead and tribute the Blazing Impachi in case it is something like torrential and activate Thestalos.
All right, same as before. 1, 2 closest to deck, 3, 4 middle, 5, 6 on the far end, and we are losing Dust Tornado.
Ooh, and so what's face down then? Hello? We'll go to battle and attack.
It is a gravity bind.
Okay.
You ready to play this game again, buddy?
Oh, yes, I am prepared. It is your move.
All right, we'll draw. And right on time, there's the hammer shot.
Are you ready for this? Pole position!
Oh, fuck no! I was so confident. Oh, my God. All right, fair play, fair play.
I told you, Mom's packs were good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Especially when you know I have hammer shots, too. Damn. All right. What's going to be the move?
So what happens if a field spell boosts the card, but then it becomes unaffected by? That's one of those infinite loops.
Oh, Jesus Christ. If we're going to have infinite pole position loops in this series, I'm going to quit. I'm just going to pass. Go ahead.
All right. Well, as I told you, I was pretty prepared for this situation.
Oh, I saw this in game 1. Okay, sure.
And we'll go ahead for extra security, since I'm stuck under it anyways, do level limit area B.
Okay.
And we'll boost him for his original attack into, that is 600, and now he's going to become 16.
Right. So this is pretty big. So I take 6, but now it's 1600, correct? Okay.
Yep.
Just to
clarify.
clarify.
I'll just leave a counter for each 1000 boost there.
Sure. Yeah. So it gains 1000 because it successfully attacked directly. This is a cool strat. I also have like my Amphibious Bugroth, which does something similar. But in this particular instance, I mean, I think it's looking pretty good on your end. I'll go ahead and draw. We'll go into main phase 1, where both of us are just staring at one another, not doing anything.
My card's getting bigger every turn. You don't stop him.
Yeah, it's getting bigger.
Actually,
every
pole
turn.
position will even switch to him at some point.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what are we gonna do about this? This is a problem.
But that's, yeah, actually, if it gets bigger, that is actually the loop, isn't it? Because it becomes unaffected by the field spell, then Thestalos is bigger than the Raging
Jesus
Flame
Christ.
Strike is.
All right, yep, we're gonna have infinite loops, but this is a problem. This is so bad.
You have to stop the series from getting it by
I have to stop the series from getting ruined by an infinite loop. Oh, no. Okay. I do have a way to stop this, actually.
All right.
I have a tribe infecting virus.
There we go.
It's pretty sick here because I get a 2-for-1 calling Pyro, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to pitch a 7-colored fish.
Unfortunate. And there goes pole position as well, I believe. Or no, it just stays. It turns to yours, right?
I believe face-up monster with the highest attack on the field is unaffected by the effects of spell card. Yeah, all right. When pole position's removed, so it's that clause, not the other. Okay. Then I think I will just set one and throw it over to you, buddy.
All right. Interesting timing.
What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, John
it's your
Moore?
Move. Your gravity bind's checking it, but actually no longer is the level limit area B.
Oh my God.
That is interesting.
I figured this was going to be a scenario that could come up in this game, and unfortunately, here we find ourselves.
It is your move.
All right, we'll draw. Okay, that's pretty good. I've got a play, but it comes with a very hefty amount of downside. So I'm not super thrilled about it, if I'm being honest.
Isn't that like every structure deck get out of a situation?
Yeah, unfortunately it is. Also doesn't fully solve another problem that we currently find ourselves in. Fucking pole position, man.
It's a hilarious card.
It is. All right. We got to do something here. So, all right. I'm going to just set and pass. Go ahead.
All right. I'll go ahead, and in main phase 1, this is the play I had last turn I didn't realize I had. I'll normal summon Chiron, and since he's the highest attack, while level limit area B is going to try to trigger, pole position also switches over to him, making him unaffected by spell cards.
Oh, okay. That's pretty
neat. And now
neat.
I can use Chiron to bust your Gravity Bind.
That's pretty sick. All right. Fair play.
And we'll go ahead and try to take out your tribe.
Tribe is down.
And in the main phase 2, I'll go ahead and set one and pass.
Yeah,
that's the play I didn't realize I had last turn.
Draw. That's a pretty sick one. I mean, it cleared the Gravity Bind, so, I mean, no complaints, right? Anything to stand by.
Nope.
We'll head over to main 1 then, and I suppose we can just get to work here. So let's see how we do. I will sack Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness for a Mobius. Now, with the Mobius, I'm going to go ahead and target the level limit for Shure, which actually, well, okay, wait. How does this work with pole position now? Because
pole position is switching to your Mobius already. So yes, your pole position is on your Mobius now. It is the same as my play. You're unaffected by it currently.
Right,
While it's
so
trying
then,
to trigger the continuous also. They're both continuous.
But then does it also force your Chiron to defend since pole position is no longer on Chiron?
Yes, it will as the chain resolves.
Sure. Okay, so I am going to go after the level limit because I don't know. Do I want to go after level limit? I mean, if it makes me unaffected, like, that's not bad. Molten Destruction is a bit worrying, though. I'm going to go after your back row for sure. The question is what I want to do for the second card.
Okay.
I think I do want to go after the level limit, so I'm going to pop both of those.
All right, so I have a pretty sick chain here.
Okay.
I'm going to target my own pole position that's now equipped itself to your Mobius.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, equipped is the wrong term.
Right, yeah, that's designated the Mobius.
So all 3 of my back row are gone, but so is your Mobius.
Because of pole position's effect.
Yes.
Because pole position's second effect is when it's removed from the field, destroy the face-up monster with the highest attack on the field. That is pretty sick. That's a good one. I do have a Call of the Haunted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
That was good, though. That was pretty heads up. I'll give it to you. We'll go to battle. I'll hit into Chiron for 6.
All right.
I would prefer not to lose Chiron, or Call of the Haunted, rather. And that's it for me, buddy. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I've got a pretty good card over here called Snatch Steal.
No! Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
And this guy's going to make up for some of the life points you gained back, and is at 2,000
He's 2K. Shit, this is going to be a lot. So I'm going to take 2,024, so 44 total. It's a big one.
And it all comes down to this. No pathetic cards in the deck, right?
Oh, it's 1 turn late. No! Why? Oh, man, that sucks. All right, I will set a pair.
Did you gain your 1,000 back, by the way?
I will gain the 1,000 for Snatch Steal.
But you also took
500 from Solar Flare in the end phase, so I really only net 500 total.
Yes.
But, yep, same play. Go ahead.
All right, standby phase and main phase 1. You have a T set, which is concerning.
To say, we're not out of this, but...
Yeah, you could have Torrential. I've been worried about it all game, but those one-ups are so hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that could also be Mother Grizzly, and I could clinch a game to pin. So I'm going to Premature Burial on Thestalos and be a little bit aggressive here.
This card sucks. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we'll go to battle phase and attack with the weakest of the 3.
Sure.
The revenge!
You got it, buddy. You
wow! I did not think I could take this one.
Spell Shield Type 8 was 1 turn too late to stop your Snatch Steal. Oh my god, that would have just been so great to have.
That was so close.
It was so close. Yeah, that was anyone's game until the very end. Oh my god, that was fun. And honestly, like you were definitely not the favorite of those 2 decks there, but Man, holy shit, that was a blast. Okay, so we saw your pole position. We saw your Chiron. What else did you get out of Flaming Eternity?
I got one of your favorite cards of all time, but just didn't see it.
Oh, the Silent Sword.
Unaffected by your spells. I was looking, you've got hammer shots, creature swaps, and I'm like, oh, baby.
I was going to say, like, I think in this format, this is actually pretty sick, so I respect it for sure.
Yeah, originally I thought you had to rank him up to get the effects like most of them, but no, he's just straight up unaffected.
Yep, it's pretty great. So for my wheel, the teacher confiscated my cards, John. So I had to give up a limited or banned card for this episode. And I gave up MST because I figured I have 3 Dust Tornado. So I didn't want to give up like Pot of Greed or Heavy Storm or any of like the blowout ban slash one of, well, I mean, one of, it's all limited at this point. Yes. There's nothing banned, but I didn't want to get rid of any of those cards. So I figure, yeah, MST is probably like the card that there's multiple other cards that do a similar thing to. But after seeing like, you know, all the snatch steals, the prematures, I don't know, maybe I should have gotten rid of something else. But it's like, it's so hard to choose, right? Do I get rid of Call the Haunted? Do I like, I don't know. That's a hard call to make.
Pole position changed the entire course of this duel. The one card really did it. Chiron also came in pretty clutch. I was just so nervous he was going to get stolen the entire time. But when I did have the Dust Tornado with him and the Turtle, I was like, this is so perfect.
Yeah, that was like a 6 setup that you had, and Chiron just really did so much work in this game, especially when we were in such a grindy state where we just had gravity bind, level limit, and we're just like staring each other down. You had the freedom to just pitch cards and just slowly pick away at my back row, and there was nothing I could do. And he's an 1800 too. Like, his body is already good enough as is to compete in this format. Yeah, good. You earned this one, buddy. Congrats. Good games. This was fun.
We'll just pretend it's ultimate rare too. It's one of the sickest ultis.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Sealed Saturday. The nostalgia trip continues, and John Moore continuing to pad his lead in the series. These are getting so these are just getting so interesting with each pair of decks that we get to. Oh my God, it's so much fun. But we have to shout out the patrons as always. So big shouts to Shout1317, Moto, Cameron Smith, Chaotic Meatball, SJ Winchester, Tim 00x3, Ika Iron Fang, Part 2, Pony Starkey and Musa, Michael Dente, Dan Manhoban, Synchro Guy, Ole, Mystic Walk, Sylvia Wilds, Draconic, Rockslide, Dollywop, Logan Thomas, Peter Gregory, Cole T, Thomas Nelson, Yusuf Asin 05, Jordan Coons, Calvin, Iron Blazeman, Pure Ace, Jesse Wood, True Nerdgasm, Brother Paul, Chris Hood, Lumpy, Nehru Celeste, David Lee, Rockley 325, Lane Rogers, Chat God, Sile Age 216, I Side and Gred Maju and Salad, Sky Rose, Dylan Hunter, Brett Harvey, John Two Base, Apathy Astro, Brody Eastwood, Dace Zero, Elias Pinero, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Give Me Speedhoider, Give Me Death, Matthew Elliott, MBT's Hard Like, Ashlyn Jensen, Cypher P on Perp 6, TC Gaming, thanks for the sleeves, Dad, Matthew Brady, Edison Format, Ash Blossom Toe Sniffer, Dr. Solace, Max, Tom Russell, Gage Just Play Watts Already, Chipotle Rice, Dragon Link Will Never Die, Eric Grems, and Wah Yan. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.